It's been incredibly informative. I think we take it for granted when we drive a lot of cars at launches and on tests that, you've put the car through the full spectrum of what we can do. And I think being on this track, we've realized that, we've hardly scratched the surface of what these cars can do. So it's been really a revelation for a lot of cars that I've driven before and obviously cars that I haven't driven before.
I'm enjoying the consistency of it all. Every car is being tested the same way, the same manner. And I think the consistency and the quality is the most important.
These awards are very thorough, which I really appreciate and respect.
I think deciding to test at Geratech was the right decision. You really need a safe environment to test these vehicles, and it's not about speed, it's about replicating how people use the cars in real life, but without the dangers from traffic, potholes, taxis and the like.
It is absolutely on another level. The guy who was explaining to us in terms of how the tracks would be, his name is Piet, he is absolutely amazing and kind of scared us and shook me that this track would be scary. But in all honesty, it was realistic, and that's what I really loved about Geratech. It was absolutely amazing.
Because it provides you with so many different kind of scenarios that you'll encounter in your day-to-day. Some you wouldn't encounter in your day-to-day, but were fun nonetheless. I think it's a fascinating and amazing facility, and the best place to do something like this.
You've got things that test suspensions, you can test hill climbs, descents. It's an off-road course as well. And then there's also the performance and handling tracks.
Of course, we've got some tight corners. We're really putting these cars up to the test so the consumer can know what they're really getting themselves into when they buy the vehicle.
It just has everything. It's got the suspension test, the dynamic handling track, an excellent mountain track, 4Ks of twisties through some really steep stuff as well up in the mountains. Loads of skid pans as well, some straightaways where you can do some slaloming and you can do some brake testing. You don't often get to test a car braking from 120 k's an hour down to 0, and that's something that you might face out there, driving highway speeds and having to come to an emergency stop. So the fact that we have the facilities here and the space to do all of that safely, I think makes this probably one of the most thorough testing that you're going to get in any car competition in South Africa.
I think what we're doing with the Cars Awards is very important for the public so that they can make better decisions, because the testing that we've put the cars through, I haven't seen anything like this in the South African market before, so I think it's very important.
It was a very interesting way of testing cars, because we don't actually get to do it like this as motoring journalists ever. You test them weeks and months apart from each other.
This is a great opportunity to test these vehicles against one another, strength against strength, and it's been quite illuminating.
The methodology this year, we've been a judge last year, it was great, but this year it's just next level. Being able to drive each finalist in the category one after the other in a particular order. So we are getting really good sense of comparison between the three, which makes judging far more accurate.
It's great to kind of get to experience what's out there and interact with the different types of cars that are out there. And I try to approach everything on the basis of, would I buy it? How does it fit into my life? How does it fit into the person that I think would drive that car? So I will go and drive 3 cars in a category and have a particular feeling, but once I start scoring it, then it's like, actually, I may feel like that, but when I really get into the details of it, this is what sets this one apart from the others in the category.
Although it was very hard work, I enjoyed the fact that it was very comprehensive.
I think what we've done is to refine a winning recipe. It's actually real-world back-to-back testing. It's the way that the judging panel is selected and put together. It's the way that we combine real owner data with the judges' scores. We've also expanded our judging panel, and it's important to get more varied opinions into this awards program as well. The survey results are added automatically and account for 50% of the score. So I think in terms of giving consumers a real voice, we've done that. And I don't think there's another awards program that does it to this extent.